buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and this is the adorable assistant samurai kitty Zeno Asagiri. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kagurabachi chapter 125. But before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable kitty on my lap, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked spring anime season coming to a close, in which we are covering Digimon Beat Break, Akane Banashi, Yomi no Tsugai, Marimashita Urumaka, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, Witch Hat Atelier, and Marriage Toxin. There's even more on the way, including Kagurabachi. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, also, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, because that's where we will be talking about the whole situation with Kagurabachi going on hiatus for a bit. But anyways, last chapter of Kagurabachi was really goddamn good because we were getting into the forages of it all. Yes! Because, let's be real, it's time to get lit. It's time to get lit, cat. Anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. The mysterious source, the Mikaboshi wield a far too rare kind of regenerative capability. And even with that, I still do not believe it would be enough to wield the unimaginable powers of Denseki. Our ancestors prayed to the stone, but that prayer of theirs, I'm not sorry, and I just can't unsee, oh my god, the Orichalco stone. Well, actually, maybe in this case, well, maybe a combination of it. But and of course the timing of it being the anniversary of Atlantis, the Lost Empire. I can't help but because there was the stone in Atlantis, the Lost Empire as well, that you could make the argument is very similar to this too. No matter what source I look at, the enemy sacrifice your life force, and by feasting on the flesh of bleep, you can make a boshi. So they could get their hands on the Denseki's powers. They chose to cross a line that mankind should never attempt. Ooh. Yeah. What's written in the books can imply that the Soka clan has been falsifying information. The truth is not objectively clear yet. I'm sure you saw it too. Woo! The ending of those who attempted to seize power over the Denseki. It is our god. I cannot for the life of me deny it. The Denseki by its assumed nature, it's something humans and the like should never touch. Its very existence should be taboo. Dude, this really is like Atlantis, the Lost Empire! Oh my god, it is like the stone in Atlantis, the Lost Empire! Yeah, there is the Orichalco situation. It is. There's a lot of darksness going on with the Mikaboshi, especially in terms of their motive. In terms of motive, yes, that is where the darksness of it all comes in. That's why I'm saying it's like a combo of the two. But a lot of the rituals and shit like that, and how the Denseki stone works, it's a lot like the stone in Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Oh my god, it totally is. It freaking For those of you that remember, if you remember watching Atlantis: The Lost Empire, remember what happened when the wrong person touched the stone. Yeah. Yeah. And 125 is titled The Great Forge. Here we go. Okay, so here's the thing with this forge. This forge is extremely important. The reason being, remember what we're going to be seeing when we come out of this flashback. We're going to be seeing Chihiro reforging the Enten and / reforging his past. So this could be interesting. A clay furnace steel is the highest quality of steel Japan has to offer, containing the least amount of impurity and being the perfect recipe for the tamahagane steel made from iron sand that's used to create the katana everyone's come to call their own. One of the main reasons masters consider the tamahagane unrivaled is because it exists in a kind of semi-molten state in which the carbon contents haven't completely dissolved into the steel. That kind of unique irregularity can't be replicated even by the most advanced steel makers of today. Using a pair of bellows to blow air and manually stuffing in magnetite sand and charcoal. Ooh. And as dated as the method is, tamahagane couldn't be created any other way. It's been 7 hours since the fan started blowing. So March 27th, the clock strikes noon. Well, if it isn't Mr. Joji, please stop your operations at once. Even if Mr. Hasumi let you get away with this, I won't be as nice. Well, you're the one from earlier. How did you decide to come here? Master Arita, I had a feeling could have been involved, so I traced the source and found my way here. Because remember, they stole the shit. Yeah. I'm also strongly affiliated with the Research Institute, which is why I noticed it earlier than they have. But the people over there will figure out very shortly as well. They won't be as lenient as me. Turn back now. Where's the Danseki? We have to find it before it's already smashed to bits. Yeah, you're kind of too late. Huh? Dude, the mask and the nose ring. It's just... I'm just like, dude, what are you trying to achieve with this look, brah? See, the clay furnace steel usually uses charcoal and sand for its creation process, and because of that, since we're using ore instead of microscopic sand, well, you just gotta hammer it to pieces, don't ya? Teeny tiny little pieces, just like the sand we usually use. Why are there so many of you? Wait, there's that legend about Sushi Subaru. Rumors quickly spread of the owner being a total monster, being able to chef up sushi, washing the dishes and preparing orders all at the same time. Wait, what? I don't know how this person, because I looked at at the top of the scans here, and I'm like, wait a minute. How did this person get like the Viz translation? Because that's what I think this is. And I'm like, wait, what? How did they get the Viz? Like, I know who the person is. I do. Because they tweeted, they actually notified me last week who they are. They revealed themselves. And also I saw them post this earlier. So like, how did you get the biscuits already? I want to know! And I want to get the biscuits for everything else! Dude, I need to know if they had business database or something! I just need to know! Oh my god! I'm preparing orders all at the same time. Because I'm seeing, like, able to chef up sushi. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? That is just a Viz translation, okay? That is Viz. That is Viz down. Because, like, I've been in disbelief this entire time that this is a Viz localization. And, like, seeing the chef up sushi is like, yeah, this is a Viz localization. I do not know how this happened. I don't know. Do not ask me. I'd love to know too. It really would. Because it'd make my life a lot easier in some respects if I got all this shit beforehand. Orders all at the same time. You still don't get it? My sorcery is multiplication. This clay furnace method needs its workers, and I'm ready to put all hands on deck. Mr. Joji, I understand you're doing this to save Chiaki. I understand. But I hope you understand the reason the Enchanted Blade project was denied was also in part due to Chiaki-sama's suggestion. Okay, Viz. You need to make up your mind about honorifics. It is really frustrating that you can't make up your mind if you're going to use honorifics or not. It's driving me crazy. Just make up your mind. She stated that melting that Datenseki would prove dangerous and that she had seen a terrifying prophecy. If you make it explode and it reaches the town, that prophecy will become a self-fulfilled reality. And I know Chiaki-sama wants anything but that for that to happen. Mr. Hasumi understands. See, it's like, dude, make up your fucking mind! Your emotions, understands your emotions even better than I do, and yet it won't reach the town. Wasn't that prophecy supposed to be avoidable depending on what the person decides to do? I'm telling you, this shit is like Guinevere! It so is! God, I really can't. There was no Four Nights of the Apocalypse this past week, so I can't tell you shit about if, in terms of like how Guinevere's ability manifests in Galahad or not. I can't tell you. Hopefully this next, well, obviously, by the time Kagurabachi comes back, I'll give you an idea on the shit that happened with Galahad. Also, before I forget, go read for Nanatsu no Taze, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. You need to read both of them anyway. But I'll probably talk about it a lot more in once we get a little bit more insight on what's going on with Galahad, aka Guinevere and Lancelot's kid. I'll probably make some comparisons to Chiaki and to Chihiro too. So, anyways, which is why I came here to stop you. That just means I need to figure out a better way to do this. We won't just be using the Datenseki for steel making this time. We've already pushed something about 10 times the amount of rice sand into the furnace as well. Rice? I get why you'd be confused. Rice iron is much more high yield and much easier to process than regular iron sand. Then you insert the Datenseki stone into that massive amount of... I swear to God, you motherfuckers need to proofread! Oh, God. Editors with 250 years experience, my fucking ass! Seriously, Viz, Jesus Christ. That massive amount of rice iron, and if the stones are small enough and in the perfect density enveloping it, the effects of the particles will weaken the source. Even if an explosion comes to happen... I feel like comes to pass would be better, but whatever. This change already means the blast radius is no more than 200 to 300 meters, if that. We started this knowing we're the only ones at risk. Dude's like, what the fuck? His eyes were kind of like it's being coated in something, right? It said that some swordsmiths gazing directly into the intense flames throughout their lengthy careers, yet his eyes look as if they're healing. Fried and repaired again. This process on a constant. Just as much. I wish we would get anatomical art for this. For the love of God, Orochimaru, the manga of Togen Aki, gave us anatomical art involving eyes. So it's like, oh man, that's not fair. Just as muscle fibers go through super compensation and grow larger with use, his ability to perceive things have gradually improved. In other words, he's got eyes that can see clearly, almost as if when staring at a fire. Spot on. That man was born to create katana. Even then, if it's so dangerous, then why is he... As the Datenseki stone is heating, its particles become increasingly active as the temperature rises, and as it crosses the 1,000-degree threshold, it exceeds its limits and explodes violently. However, if you raise that temperature in a gradual fashion, the rhythm of the particles will be completely disrupted. If keeping this idea in mind, we slowly but surely raise the temperature while effectively suppressing the activation of these lethal particles, we should be able to reach the melting point of the ore without its explosive tendencies. If we use this method, it's possible. Wait, hold on. Are you really just buying into his personal understanding of the situation? No. No. Wait, no. I've been convinced to be very certain of his talents myself. He's not just someone chosen by heaven. If the particles are visible to the naked eye, then it becomes about standing in front of the flames enduring it all. A proof of perseverance, if you will. Show me something that'll get this old man's heart racing. Even back in the old before the thermometer. Back in the fuck, oh God! Before thermometers existed, the clay iron furnace had already been put to use. The craftsmen were in charge of determining the timing for adding the iron fillings when to push more charcoal, as well as the amount of air to be blown into the furnace, all measured with changes in the color and shapes of the flames. This is going to come into play. I swear to God, if we see like a vision in the flames, that would not surprise me. I would not be surprised by that. The sounds of combustion, the smell, even the heat they felt on their skin to discern. The furnace's temperature is way past 1,200 degrees. He surpassed 1,000 degrees, yet there's no explosion? Depending on that Rokahira's next moves, things could blow up at any moment. If you've got to care for your life, then take a good 3 steps back. With this man, complicated theory and equation go out of the window. All he has is his experience, intuition, and his 5 senses. He's come to fight this battle as nothing more than a human. Ooh. Okay, so this page here, I think this is page 18, right? Or page 17. Page 17 here, we have like this path to the furnace. Watch, that is going to come up again when we get to Chihiro's content. Watch. I've never seen iron slag like this before. That iron slag. Watch. That iron slag we're going to see with Chihiro. Slag? Slag is the impurities expelled from the ore throughout the melting process. It's proof that in the furnace, the ore we made is now starting to form itself. This is where it begins. This is where we tame the god. I'm telling you, that shit, watch, that shit is going to be, obviously, it's going to be extremely important, extremely relevant. And I feel like Chiaki's ability in terms of prophecy is going to come into play there too. I'm calling that shit. The beginning of legend. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, the majority of this is definitely the Viz translation. But props to the fan translator for adding the opening and closing text. I thank you for that. Oh my God, that makes me happy. Oh my God. But dude, those faces at the end from Subaru are just so awesome. Oh my God. So I'm telling you right now, this shit here, the forging, what we're seeing in this forging, that imagery is going to be the foundation of what we're going to see post flashback when Chihiro is doing his forging. So, and then I feel like, as I said, on top of that, we're going to see Chiaki's, the remnants of Chiaki's ability kind of manifest itself. That's the sense I'm getting. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. But let's get into the situation at hand with the hiatus here. So something we've seen for a while now, and it's been building up, and we've seen similar situations with, like, the best example being like Jujutsu Kaisen, where the art has been like really unfinished and shit like that. Which again, I don't understand why Shueisha is just publishing it anyway. That was stupid. But let's be real, we all knew this was coming. Where Hokuzono as or I should say, Kagurabachi is going to go on hiatus. So the editorial department put out this statement a couple days ago. To our readers, thank you very much for always reading Kagurabachi. Starting from Weekly Shonen Jump issue 31 on sale June 28th. This is June 28th, U.S. time anyway. Kagurabachi will go on hiatus. While Hokuzono had intended to continue writing, again, this is very similar to what we see with Gege. After repeated discussions, we have decided he will take a certain period of rest in order to deliver the work in a stable form going forward. Remember, this happened with Gege as well. Now, this is where I'm kind of having an issue, though. We will plan to resume serialization around August. With Gege, they had Jujutsu Kaisen go on hiatus for 3 months. Why is Kagurabachi only going on? Why only 1 month? I don't think that's enough. I really don't. Unless you're gonna get Hokuzono more assistance, which, let's be real, he goddamn needs more assistance. He really does. I don't think a month is enough. I really don't. I don't think Hokuzono should come back until October. In all reality, I don't. Especially with, there's also the stuff with the anime happening, but still, no, I don't think he should come back for a minute. Especially, well, also you got Hunter x Hunter coming back too next week, which is a whole different thing. But also we have the comment that he says that we got here from one of the leakers before the month-long hiatus. I'll be taking a little break. I hope you wait in excitement for Kagurabachi's entertaining shenanigans to resume. As I said, I don't think it's enough. I really don't think this is enough time. In all honesty, I think Hokuzono, unless things change, Hokuzono is going to get burnt out. I'm going to give a great example of this. Blue Lock is the best example of this right now. Something I've been preaching about in terms of Blue Lock, especially given what's been going on with the art, is that Blue Lock should be switching to a bi-weekly serialization. And for some reason, it just, I don't know why they won't do it. I don't understand why what refuses to goddamn do it, even though he admitted I think it was at the start of the year, that he's just been overworked. He did it to himself. It just drives me crazy. And despite it, like, saying that he got all this rest, he's ready to go, it's just a repeated cycle. Something's gotta give. I swear to God. And similar to Weekly Shonen Jump, where I know Weekly Shonen Jump, I know people are dumb and thinking that Weekly Shonen Jump is ruthless as fuck. No, they're not. I don't mean to simp, but still, the editors there are not as brutal as you think they are. This isn't like back in like 2000. We're not like back in 20 years. This isn't 20 years ago. Nah. The editors are a lot, they know that their mangaka's health comes first. It does. It really does. So I just don't understand why only a month. It makes no fucking sense. And considering Kagurabachi, like in the case of the Blue Lock example here, and fuck, I'll even include, what's the other one? Well, Hunter x Hunter's a whole different beast, okay? But I'm gonna use, kind of like, I'll include Jujutsu Kaisen in this example, I guess. Kind of like with Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean, Kagurabachi is selling really well. There's no reason for them to not let Hokuzono get all the rest that he needs. And fuck, if he needs to switch to a bi-weekly thing, why not? At least until he gets, like, fuck, have Kagurabachi go on hiatus until they get more, Hokuzono gets some, not only get some rest, but get some more assistance or something. That's what Hokuzono needs. In my opinion, that's what Hokuzono needs. He needs more help. That's what he needs. He needs more assistance. I don't know why. I don't know if he's just stubborn like Tagashi or Daisuke, the mangaka of World Trigger, or what. But seriously, Shueisha, just get him more goddamn assistance. And also, if you have to, force this man to go on like a 3 or 4 month hiatus if you need to, until he gets a system going, kind of like with what we're seeing with Tagashi and Hunter x Hunter. And also, I am going to say this too. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something similar going on with Surachi. Not Surachi, I'm sorry. With Suzuki, the mangaka of Sakamoto Days. Because Sakamoto Days, and it's not just the art, but like we kind of saw it in recent chapters in the writing. Yeah, Suzuki's kind of burnt out. So, wouldn't be surprised to see it from Sakamoto Days as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about this chapter? What do you think about the hiatus situation? I don't think, as I said, I do not think a month is enough. I think it should be like at least 3 months, just so Hokuzono can not only rest, but also get like more assistants on board to help. That's at least my opinion. But let me know your thoughts, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kick in so we can keep bringing you more Kagurabachi content. If you guys, you can do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.